And right here, I just press the on button and it turns them all on. Now Zeus is attacking a female over there. Look at him, what is he doing? Yeah, I can't let him hold him too long like that, look.
I have a very entertaining video for you guys today. If you've been watching our recent videos, you know our dominant anole named Thor was removed from the Treatum territory, then lost a battle to another dominant anole named Rex. While Thor was away, a young explosive male named Zeus took over the Treatum territory after defeating 3 contending males in a row. In this video, Thor returns to the Treatum territory now dominated by Zeus, and he's ready to reclaim his throne. I'm going to showcase the entire process. Here's one of our nocturnal Cuban tree frogs. I set out some mealworms to try and catch them eating. We don't see them eat often because they're usually active between 1 a.m. and 5 a.m. That goes for all the tree frogs. Alright, you guys are looking at Zeus, the new dominant green anole of the Treatum territory, previously dominated by Thor. If you missed the video where we showcased him fighting off 2 males to claim the territory, the link will be in the description below and a card just popped up. Trust me bro, you want to watch that video before watching this one. It's called All Out War Breaks Out Between the Reptiles in the Garden. Picking up right where we left off in the video showcasing Zeus's takeover, you're looking at our explosive male Zeus on his way to push a larger male named Scar out of the Treatum territory. Thor was the type to allow males in his territory as long as they weren't disrespectful. When he ruled, he allowed Scar in the Treatum territory. Zeus will not. As long as he can see Scar, there's going to be a problem. Rex is the dominant green anole in the new area we just built. I was filming him and then had to quickly turn the camera to the Treatum territory. There's a dispute happening between Zeus and a male that lives nearby named Cutter. Zeus is brown while Cutter with the cut tail is green. This is Cutter's second attempt at taking the Treatum territory from Zeus. Before a fight breaks out, anoles will size each other up, and majority of the time one of the males will back off after the size up. After just opening their mouths, Cutter starts to cower away.
Got 2 different battles going on. We got him over here.
Zeus is the type to not want to see males at all, so he'll push Cutter all the way out of his territory, just like he did with Scar. Male brown anoles are okay around Zeus. Here's a dominant male brown anole named Dex. We've marked him with a red washable marker. Just below Dex is the woodlands territory. Up until this moment right here, Cutter was the dominant green anole, but when he left, this male with the regrown tail claimed woodlands. He saw Cutter re-enter the territory after fleeing from Zeus. Now he wants to push Cutter out. Zeus is at the edge of his Treatum territory, bobbing his head and displaying his dewlap at the males in the woodlands territory. When Thor was over here, he was actually the dominant green anole in both the Treatum territory and the woodlands territory. After taking a loss to Zeus, Cutter's confidence is shot. So rather than putting up a fight, he decides to just flee. Brandon Miller says, if you find another male that needs a name, may I suggest Rango after the movie? I appreciate the comment, Brandon. We're going to name the male with the regrown tail Rango. We'll get him marked with some color as soon as we can. Looking back over at the Treatum territory, we have Zeus and a female that lives in the area looking to hunt. We didn't catch it on camera, but Zeus leapt down and caught a darkling beetle. These beetles transform from mealworms. The Woodlands territory is under a heat bulb just to the right of Treatum. This heat bulb is just to the left of Treatum. Zeus made his way over there and is now pushing a male named Baratheon out of the area. Baratheon is marked with purple washable marker.
Baratheon is down here now. He might be looking for Baratheon still. Oh yeah, I see him. There he is.
After eating lunch, I came back to this. Zeus had pushed Rango out of the Woodlands territory. I'm not sure if they battled or not, but Rango seems very afraid of Zeus. This makes Zeus the new dominant anole of Treatum and Woodlands, just like Thor was. Moisture is very important when maintaining rough green snakes. Every so often we place the rough green snake into the pond for a swim. After it got a chance to swim and soak up some moisture, my boy Sage placed him into the new area we built. It stayed for a few days and then it left. Looking at the Woodlands territory, Zeus is on the move headed back to Treatum. This is what a patrol looks like. When Zeus arrives to Treatum, we see him looking around for any intruding males. This Cuban tree frog is seen basking in the Treatum territory every day. Zeus spots Rango, who he had just pushed out of the Woodlands territory. Now he wants to push him out of Treatum. In a previous video, I mentioned that this leap is Zeus's signature move. He always leaps at intruding males. Now that Zeus has claimed the Woodlands territory, he's not going to stop the chase at the edge of Treatum like he did earlier with Cutter. Just below, basking on the wood, is Dex, the dominant brown anole in the Woodlands territory. Cutter was basking on the leaves up above. When Zeus spots him and headbobs, he runs away in fear. Now this that you're about to see is rare. Dex, the dominant brown anole, is going to get a little territorial with Zeus, the dominant green anole. Usually green and brown anoles aren't territorial with each other at all, and when they are, greens are dominant over browns. Although many people in the reptile community think browns dominate greens, I did an interesting video on green anoles versus brown anoles. The link will be in the description below. I highly recommend you watch it. It's a good one. What I've seen happen a few times in this setup is a green or brown anole male will be in territorial mode with another male of the same species and sometimes that territorial aggression gets aimed at a nearby male of the opposite species, but it's not common at all. Now Zeus is gonna attempt to mate with this female that has been living in the woodlands territory. Females that are ready to mate stick their necks out for the males to grab onto, but this female decides to flee away. A young male brown anole shows up into the woodlands territory, and that's gonna trigger deaths. Now Zeus is ready to make his way back over to treat him. If you didn't get a chance to see Thor, the previous dominant anole at Treatum and Woodlands battle Rex, the link will be in the description below.
And right here, I just press the on button and it turns them all on. They can also be set on a timer, but what we're gonna focus on is the Treatum territory today. Is that Rex? I can't really tell from here. I think that's Rex. I don't see anybody yet. We're gonna just watch this area. Let's move the camera up closer. Now we're gonna pay close attention to Zeus coming and claiming his territory. I see the skink came out. Look at this skink. This is an orange-throated skink. Again, you guys, I've never seen it eat. I've never seen any of the skinks eat, not one time. And they've been in here for months and months. Caught some mealworms over here. And we got a lot of mealworms right there. Here's our boy Thor. Look, here we go. We have a brown anole in the woodlands territory. So Dex is still the dominant brown anole of the woodlands territory. Yeah, that's Zeus.
Watch how the other anoles run away from Zeus. Zeus sees some movement from insects below, and now he's ready to hunt.
Look, I had Thor, and he took off that way. He was on the camera, and he jumped off. I was gonna wait, but...
So Thor leapt off the camera and made his way to the area that he's familiar with. It's only a matter of time before he makes his way back to Treatum and has to face Zeus.
Alright, here we have Zeus. He already had orange, but we're just gonna make it a little more brighter. Okay. Now I'll just put Zeus right back into his territory.
Cutter's over here.
Now we can see Zeus's arms. Over here in the woodlands territory, look at Cutter.
Those are maiden headbobs.
Thor's just scoping out the area before he makes any moves. Getting some warmth, getting his energy up. He might eat. But Thor's gonna have to go through Cutter and then the Zeus. So we'll just watch these areas right here. Look at the Cuban tree frog. That was the one that was on top earlier. He always comes to bask over here. He was in a video where he came up and he got territorial with Thor, and Thor ran away from him. You guys, I thought I was recording. I don't know what you guys missed right now, but I'm just gonna pick up where I left off. So I just went to go try to grab Cutter so we can give him some red coloration, and he ran from me and went over into Zeus's territory. So I don't know where he's at. Here's Thor. Thor's over here. Before Thor jumped off the camera early and just went over there. We were gonna wait. But here we go. So I'll set the camera up right here. Let's back it out. Oh, is that a headbob from Thor? Still making his way. That's Zeus. Chasing him out. Like we said, Zeus attacks. He doesn't just bob his head. So Zeus is back into being himself, and we have Thor over there at the right. We have Thor to the right making his way into Cutter's territory, the woodlands territory. There's Thor.
I said it was Cutter's territory while I was recording, but we know from watching this video, it went from Cutter to Rango, and then Zeus took it over. That brown anole bobbing its head in the back is either Dex or Raptor, I'm not sure, but we're about to get a chance to see if any males in the woodlands territory decide to challenge Thor. Over in the Treatum territory, Zeus and a female below spot some insects at the bottom, and Zeus decides to do his signature leap. He ends up grabbing a mealworm, and he'll make his way back to his basking spot to finish it off.
Okay, so Cutter is up here. He's right behind these leaves. You guys can't see him. And this is Thor, all the way inside of Cutter's territory. And Cutter hasn't done anything about it. He remembers Thor. Alright, I have eyes on Zeus now. I just went over there, and Zeus is back by this bolt. You can't see him, but it looked like he was making his way back over into the Treatum territory. Still have Thor right there at the bottom. Woodlands is already Thor's. He didn't even have to do anything. Look who's back. That's Zeus. There's Thor with the head bobs. He was bobbing at Zeus.
Thor leaps from the Woodlands territory right into the Treatum territory, and now Zeus is gonna have to react.
Now we know that Zeus normally attacks.
If it were any other male, Zeus would have attacked by now, but Zeus knows who Thor is because Zeus has been a submissive male in the Treatum territory until Thor left. He's gonna have to decide if he should take the battle or not, and we can see how much bigger Thor is. A head bob like that from Thor is usually all he had to do when he was ruling before, and it would send males fleeing away. It looked like Zeus was gonna flee away for a second there, but he was just repositioning. We're gonna skip ahead every now and then in order to keep it interesting, but I'm gonna show you guys as much of the fight as possible. You guys drop a like on the video if you've been enjoying it so far. Thor has always been the type to not fight if he didn't have to, and the times that I did see him fight or almost fight, he had to be approached or attacked first. Notice how Zeus isn't being as aggressive and confident with Thor like he was when he faced Scar, Cutter, Baratheon, and Rango. It almost seems like Thor doesn't know that he's in battle, but for majority of the time that he was dominant here, like I said, all he did was bob and display his dewlap, and that was enough. But it's not working on Zeus. Zeus has gained confidence after so many wins. Zeus is getting Thor to move, but Thor isn't leaving the territory. He actually seems unbothered. All the other males would have took off running by now, like we've seen before. These short stutter head bobs that Thor does are directed at that female and not Zeus. Thor is so unbothered he can close his eyes. We see Thor look at Zeus, and then he's gonna turn around and reposition. If Zeus were as aggressive as he was with the other males, he could go ahead and attack and just bite Thor, and it would likely send Thor off running. but we can tell he's intimidated by the size of Thor. Zeus attempts to bite. Thor just turns around and he still doesn't fight back. We see that female is pregnant, her belly is full of eggs, and she'll be laying a clutch soon. This is what it looks like when a female is ready to mate. You see her poking out her neck? But Zeus is not looking to mate. He's gonna turn around and start to size up with Thor again, but Thor isn't sizing up. Zeus actually lands a bite on Thor. Now let's see if that triggers Thor to actually fight back now. Zeus lands another bite, and now it looks like Thor is ready to fight back. He's sizing up. There's the Cuban tree frog up above, and now Thor is showing signs of submissive behavior by hiding from Zeus. Zeus lands another bite, and Thor falls off the tree. This is a chance for him to flee now, but he's gonna climb back up. Just from past observations of Zeus, we know that Zeus is not going to stop until Thor is completely out of sight. Thor submissively hides from Zeus, and now Zeus can't see him, and that's going to be enough for Zeus to take the win.
Zeus is back over here. He just went right back after he was bobbing his head at the edge of his territory. And Thor is over there at the UVB UVA light. I'm gonna watch Zeus, and if he heads back that way, I'll take the camera off and go check it out.
Zeus starts to head up the tree. He's on his way to the UVB UVA heat bulb where Thor is. As Zeus passes by decks up top, He gets territorial with Zeus again, and it looks like they might face off right here. But Zeus continues. He's on a mission to find Thor.
I don't know where Thor is. Oh yeah, Thor is right there.
Now we have Thor on the bottom right, Zeus is in the middle, and Scar, another male, to the left.
Now he's switching focus to Scar. Let's turn on the light.
He'll chase Scar until he's out of sight. And now he's gonna go back looking for Thor. He spots Thor and he'll give us another signature leap.
There's Thor. You can barely see here. Zeus is going at Thor. And Thor staying in the same position. Oh, Zeus attacks. Thor did a little bit of running. Let's see. One thing I do notice, Zeus attacks and it doesn't really do much to Thor. Thor is still not out of the area. He's right below him. Thor is still right here. Zeus is going at both Scar and Thor. Thor could win easily if he just fought back. But Zeus is way more confident. And a lot of times, confidence wins. Now Zeus is attacking a female over there. Look at him, what is he doing?
She thinks that he's trying to mate, so she sticks her neck out.
Okay, I got a better angle. Alright, Thor is back over here.
Watch this brown anole's tail. Remember, a curled tail is a sign of fear. It's because it spotted Zeus. So Zeus is now on his way back to the Treatum area, and Thor is there basking. Let's see what happens. Even though he just defeated Thor, he's still not gonna instantly attack like he does the other males. He's gonna size him up and take his time. We've never seen Thor run away in fear like that. Even when he lost to Rex, he calmly walked away and accepted defeat.
Over here. Cutter doesn't even know. If Cutter were to bob his head and go for Thor, Thor's confidence has been so shot that Cutter would even be able to defeat Thor.
Now Thor is making his way to the heat bulb in the Woodlands territory. I'm doing the voiceover for this video right now, and I'm really just thinking this is an amazing video, really showcasing territorial disputes. If you're enjoying it so far, drop a like and leave a comment to let me know that you're enjoying it. These are the types of reptile videos that I would like to see on YouTube, and that's why I create them. This female spots an insect below and leaps down. Nothing interesting was happening with the anoles, so I took some time to throw some mealworms to our turtles.
So Thor ends up going back. Look, Thor just went back.
Thor took some time to warm up basking in the Woodlands territory, and now he's back with a completely different type of energy. Now we see he's bobbing and displaying his dewlap at Zeus. Zeus goes for another bite, but Thor is quick enough to completely dodge it. Thor is still not the aggressor. Zeus is gonna have to approach him again.
If Thor went for the bite, look.
Thor is a lot bigger, so he could land a bite easily right here, but he's not biting.
Now you can really see how much smaller Zeus is. This happened with Thor's fight against Rex. He had an opportunity to get a good bite in, but he didn't go for the bite. Look at that. Zeus is actually biting, but Thor's mouth is so big, he's not getting a good bite in. Back it out some. There's a lot of sizing up.
If Zeus was actually Thor's size, he would seriously be a problem with how aggressive he is and how many bite attempts that he takes.
Look at that. Look at that.
Zeus almost decides to run away after that, but Thor didn't follow through.
If he would play on the offense rather than on the defense, Thor should have been won this. Now he's starting to approach. At first he wouldn't approach. Okay.
It looks like Thor has a better bite right here, but after they release from each other, we'll see if one of them decides to flee away.
We want to let Thor let him go because we don't want Zeus to get too hurt. Okay, now Zeus should run away, but Zeus is not going to give up. Zeus's confidence is crazy. I'm not sure who has the better bite right here. I think it's Thor.
It's actually Zeus that has the better bite right now. Thor's mouth is completely open.
Look how much bigger Thor is than Zeus. If Thor does win this, what happens with Zeus? Where does he go from here? Just to see what's going on. There we go. They released. And they're still gonna go at it. Zeus is not giving up. Whoa. This is where I step in. If Thor holds him for too long, I'm gonna have to step in. That is the best bite by far that we've seen. Okay, I'm going over there. Yeah, I can't let him hold him too long like that. Look. Let's see. I want to see if he has his entire head. I have to make him let go. Okay, he let go.
Zeus can still climb back up and fight, but if he decides to leave, that means that Thor has officially reclaimed the Treatum territory.
Is Zeus gonna go back up? Nope. Zeus is not done. Oh yeah, he's done. And Thor takes back his territory. Let's see, we see Zeus up top. Oh, he already jumped. He was just up top and then he went over to this light.
I'm just now finishing the voiceover, and while I was recording this voiceover, I got to watch the video back, and I really enjoyed it. So I know that all of you guys are gonna really enjoy it. If you did enjoy it, let me know in the comment section below. I'm responding to every single comment on this video. And drop a like if you haven't. Much love to you guys, and I'll see you on the next video.